Some people would tell you that the markets are full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Let's use that as a framework to take a look at what has been a very strange day. Now, the S&P 500, the US stock market here, has been almost perfectly flat, down 0.02% for the day. As a whole, you saw Treasury and gilt bond yields fall a bit. Oil was flat, the dollar was flat. Generally, what we have been looking at most recently was quite calm. But then you look elsewhere in the world. In Greece, where there is new political uncertainty, the possibility of an election early in the new year, the main stock exchange was down 12.8%. It's now down 34% from its high for the year. Generally speaking, if ever you find people in the markets talking about Greek politics, that's a very alarming sign. Then in China, where I've been detailing there's been a boomlet going on in the stock market, we seem to have had quite a correction today. We saw the Shanghai Composite gain about 3.5% in the morning session and then fall more than 8% in the afternoon session. The authorities are trying to trim back on excesses there. There again, you could see this as some signs of concern. Even when you take a look at the S&P itself, it was an extremely boring flat day, but in fact it dropped 1.25% before regaining it all during the course of the day. And the winners and the losers are very strange. The big losers are the kind of stocks that normally do quite well on a flat day, normally safe names like Verizon or Merck or AT&T. Meanwhile, the best performing stocks are generally the stocks that you associate with really good, strong days like Apple and Google and Amazon. It doesn't quite make sense. Possibly people are trying to pour into high market sensitive stocks towards the end of the year, but in general it doesn't quite make sense. I tend to think as we near the end of the year, it's still not at all clear exactly what effects around the world, the huge changes we've seen in these very important measures, the fall in the oil price, the strengthening of the dollar, what effect they will have as they work their way through the financial system. Generally speaking, whenever you get really strange events such as a 12% fall in Athens or an 8% fall in Shanghai, it may be full of sound and fury, it may even itself out, but it still signifies something.